if I could locate and change speeds, I got a pretty good chance to win. If I don't do that, then pretty much got no chance to win.
Anybody who's taken a mark and raised it up, whether it's Tiger, whether it's Barry Bonds, as soon as they struggle a little bit, everyone wants to know the answer right away.
The implementation of the new QuestX system has hurt Maddox as much as any other pitcher. Pitches that used to be strikes are not this season, forcing Maddox to adjust. And since he relies on pinpoint accuracy rather than overpowering stuff, his margin for error is a matter of inches.
See, Mad Dog is a pitcher that has trained himself to throw nothing but strikes on the corners, okay? So when he would bring the ball back to the corner and not get the call, then he tried to make an adjustment of 1 or 2 inches, and he has so much movement on his pitches that it was moving 6 inches. Now, if it moves 6 inches, now he's in the middle of the plate. And he told me one time, he said, "Do you know how hard it is to try to make it move another inch or 2 as opposed to 6?
He'll deny it, but there's no doubt about it. That's something that is borderline really unfair when you're picking on 2 guys for the most part, you know, Maddox and Glavine.
I think people think it's affected me more than it has. It's not about the strikes being called, it's about the strikes you throw, and I've been throwing hitter strikes instead of pitcher strikes.
Since the 7-8 start, Maddox is now 5-2, with one of the losses coming in a pitcher's duel with Curt Schilling. He's looking more Maddox-like, and his 16th consecutive 15-win season is now within reach.
It's looking good, that's for sure. One other sports note from over the weekend, Layla Ali, we had shown so much of that video at that press conference where she gets in the fight with Christy Martin, which looked like a ploy anyway to get people to come watch the fight. Anyway, Layla Ali just really knocked her.
What a mismatch. Not much of a fight at all.
Mismatch. That's sports for this half hour.
When we come back.
ABC's World News Now will continue after this from our ABC stations.
Diamonds, the gift she really wants. The Jewelry Factory has thousands of diamonds, most with GIA or EGL certs, laser inscribed and guaranteed the lowest price. The Jewelry Factory has thousands of mountings, and your diamond is set while you wait. 1-carat solitaires are $5.99. Marquise solitaires are $3.99, and 1-carat studs are $3.99. The Jewelry Factory carries most shapes and sizes, including 5 carats and above. You can't beat our deals. Buy Factory Direct and Save, the Jewelry Factory in Hackensack.
This is an automotive special report.
1-800-MAJOR LOAN is bigger and better than ever, and they've got a whole new attitude. Even if you've been turned down for a car loan before, 1-800-MAJOR LOAN can help.
The first deal I wanted over $13,000 for a new Saturn. They turned me down for credit anyway. I called Major, and not only did I get approved right away, I got the same Saturn for $49.95.
1-800-MAJOR LOAN.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Even if you've called before, call again. 1-800-MAJOR LOAN. Same great number with a whole new attitude.
Here's a look at some of the stories we'll be watching in the day ahead. Prosecutors say murder charges will be filed against the prison inmate who allegedly killed the frock priest John Gagan. An autopsy will be done today on the pedophile priest who was at the center of the Catholic Church sex abuse scandal. Forecasters are watching Hurricane Ignacio in the Gulf of California. The storm has strong winds and could cause severe flooding. Thousands of people were evacuated from high-risk zones at the tip of the Baja Peninsula, California. Tennis fans say goodbye to Pete Sampras as he announces his official retirement today at the start of the U.S. Open. Last year's Open champ will be honored with a ceremony. Those are just some of the stories we'll be following in the day ahead.
Up in the morning and back to school.
Not long ago, getting ready to head back to school meant making sure all of your pens worked, buying some new notebooks perhaps. But these days, getting serious about study means getting some gizmos, and of course from the latest computer technology to those little gadgets you just can't seem to live without. And so who better to talk about this? Our very own gizmo guy, Dick DeBartolo, and he's going to show us this morning how to get the technological edge both inside and outside the classroom.
Absolutely, you're right, David. And this is neat. This is from Gateway. It's a new 200 series. It has Centrino technology, sometimes called Pentium M. It's for the mobile market. Uses less power, so the battery lasts longer. As soon as you turn it on, it can tell you if there's a Wi-Fi area. In other words, you can get wirelessly on the network. And pick it up a little, 4.5 pounds. It's
very light.
It's about 1 inch thick. It's really a gorgeous screen, as you can see. And they range from $1,450 to $2,200. The high-end model even has a DVD burner built into
And we were joking, younger and younger students are bringing laptops to school.
Absolutely. It's amazing how they've come down in price and how everybody's using. Now, you want to protect your laptop screen, so 3M makes a protection screen, but this is neat. This is a 3M privacy screen, and what that does, unless you're looking dead on, no one can see what you're typing.
Exactly. So you can write about the professor, they'll never know.
Oh, you do that. I don't trust this man at all.
That's right.
They range from $35 to $145, depending on what features you want from 3M. This little guy from Kensington is called Wi-Fi Finder, and what that does, you can walk around your neighborhood with this. You press a button. If it lights up green, it means there's a network present. A lot of parks now have Wi-Fi, libraries. So your laptop will tell you that, but just when you're out and around, carry this and you know where there's a Wi-Fi network.
Makes it real easy.
Easy, and it's like about $25. I call this BenQ. I don't know what the company calls it. Maybe they call it Benk. But this little guy is neat because it's a DVD player. Hook it up to a TV, watch your movies. Hook it up to a computer, it becomes a DVD-ROM. It also plays CDs. It plays your MP3 files. It comes with a little remote control. And it's $130.
$130? Yeah, that's incredible.
That is neat.
So it's really all you need. Do you actually need the DVD player at home if you have one of these?
No, you could use it as your DVD.
So
it actually has video out. It has S-video out. This little guy from Panasonic is a digital voice recorder. Records about 3.5 hours. But what's wonderful about this, it comes with a USB cable. You hook it up to your computer. It comes with software, voice recognition software, so it can start typing your notes.
See, that's great. I wish I had that. I mean, we never had anything like that before.
Yeah, well, this is new. It's probably a manufacturer's list is $130. My guess is going to be about the $100 mark.
Is it strong enough to pick up the professor?
You have a thing about professors.
Well, you know, it would make it really easy to take notes with one of those things.
It comes with an external mic, so if you want to, get a little closer, you can. Okay. Rubbermaid, they organize the kitchen. Now they're doing desk organization. This is called Project Platform. So if you're typing notes, you stand them in here. This little thing in here is called Bandit. What you do is you get several of them. All the notes and CDs and everything that goes with one project goes behind one band. So it makes it easy. They're $5 to $12. This little guy is neat. They're from 3M. It's Post-it flag, pen, and highlighter. And what it is, so you highlight your text with the highlighter, but then where in the book is the page with the text that you mark? Well, what you do is you turn this little barrel, and it has Post-it flags built right in.
Not bad. Okay. How much does this cost you?
$4.
$4.
Okay, there's a pen version and a highlighter version.
That's cool.
Okay, now you want the encyclopedia. I'm going to stand these out in front of our project stuff here. Well, the book version is about $1,200, but now the Encyclopedia Britannica has 3 versions. There's an adult version, the elementary version, the student version, and it's all on one single DVD, including a world atlas, a dictionary, a thesaurus, and it's $70. And as you can see, there's a $20 rebate coupon on it.
It's a lot cheaper than the books, and I'm curious, do people come around door to door as they do with the encyclopedia?
I am. Right, after the show, I am. And they also make a CD version, which is 6 CDs, and again, about $70, but $50 after. Now, if you're too young, we have something new here from Fisher-Price, and this is their touch learning system. What you do is the books have little electronic, I'm giving the secret away here, they have little electronic tags here. So as the kids play, the book will keep score for the kids, tell them if they're right or wrong. So this is preschool up to 2 years, but they make 2 years up to preschool, but they make books up to 8 years of age.
Okay.
Okay.
So use this till you're 2 and then get the laptop.
That's right. You know what? The kid will go right from that. You're absolutely right. This is a good way to. That's Fisher-Price. Now this is neat. You're using your computer, but you don't want your roomie to use it. Well, this is from Fellows, and it's Secure Touch Mouse. Unless it recognizes your fingerprint, it won't let the programs run.
Oh, that's fascinating. How much does that run you?
It's about $99. You know, you could probably do a web search and find it a little more inexpensive. But it can recognize different fingerprints, but limit what the different fingerprints can do. So you could let your roommate use your word processor, but not into your accounting program.
And for parents, they could probably limit what their children are getting access to.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. I was in your accounting program, by the way, and it's a zero balance. Okay, now final guy is called from Pathlock, and this is net time. And what you do is DSL, cable, That means internet access 24 around the clock.
Right.
But that also means hackers can get in. So what you do is the cable goes in here, out here to your computer. When you come into the room, you hit this button. It lets you surf the web for an hour. A light starts blinking, the hour's up. And when you're leaving, you just push that button and you're disconnected from the internet.
And you're protected.
And you're protected.
Great. Dick, thanks very much.
Thanks
Dick
very much.
DeBartolo, our Gizmo guy coming in this morning. If you'd like more information on any of these items, you can log on to our website, WNNN@abcnews.com. You're watching World News Now.
Up in the morning and back to school.
I began losing my hair about a year ago. Is it ever gonna stop?
What causes it to fall out anyway? Let's say I'm ready to do something about my hair loss. What are my options?
Why me?
It's hard to know what to do when you start losing your hair. That's where Bosley Medical comes in. For over 25 years, people have turned to us for answers to their questions about hair loss and hair restoration.
So what is natural hair restoration? Where does the hair come from? Is it permanent?
Does the hair actually grow?
To find out, just call this toll-free number. We'll send you this free video and comprehensive guidebook that give you the real facts about hair loss and the choices you have for dealing with it. Financing is available, so call now and discover how Bosley Medical has advanced the science of natural hair restoration, how they use your own living hair to fill in the thin spots. You'll also meet people who were once losing their hair and see what they looked like then and now.
But here's the big question. Do you think my barber will remember me?
Learn about all your options. Call now and get the information you need to determine if hair restoration is right for you.
For good health, I like to stay in shape.
And speaking of shapes, check out the shape of our Craftmatic adjustable bed.
Actually, if you're not in such great shape and suffer from any of these painful health problems, a Craftmatic bed with optional heat and massage may provide temporary relief.
Even to the not so physically fit among us. Affordable? You bet.
Our Craftmatic Model 2 cost up to 56% less than all these quality flatbeds. No kidding, up to 56% less.
If you're concerned about the shape you're in, call toll-free and get this free Craftmatic catalog by mail.
You'll also receive this special $200 off rebate certificate, good for $200 off the Craftmatic Model 1 bed of your choice. To receive everything free,
Call toll-free. There's absolutely no obligation.
Call toll-free 1-800-433-8900. That's 1-800-433-8900. Call toll-free 1-800-433-8900.
You are 2 years old, and you're a little surprised. You just found you can pull open those pull-ups like a diaper. You're old enough for Easy Ups. They're designed like real underwear. Easy Ups, inspired by toddlers, created by Pampers.
Where has Monty Hall been all these years?
I know.
Let's make a deal. Let's bring him back.
Celebrating a birthday now.
Happy birthday.
Let's take a look at what we have in the papers this morning. And this is actually, we'll begin with a serious story before we lighten up here a little bit. But this is on the front page of the USA Today. And it's actually a headline in a lot of newspapers this morning. A lot of talk over this over the weekend about the number of troops in Iraq and overseas and the number of the hotspots, Afghanistan and South Korea. And there's a lot of talk about whether or not troops will have to serve back-to-back duty. It would be the first time since Vietnam, the first time since the Army went all-volunteer in 1973. Typically, a family can move to, say, Germany or France to be on duty, but when they go to these hotspots, they only stay for a year at the most. And so a very serious issue about whether or not there are enough troops and how long they'll have to stay.
Sure to cause controversy as well. Apparently, there was big chaos in Paris at the World Track and Field Championship. This is what happened. Joe Drummond actually disrupted the meet for 20 minutes. He refused to move, as you see him there. Apparently, he was disqualified from the 100-meter quarterfinals for violating the new false start rule. And this has been very controversial. Under the old rule, everyone would get one false start, and then they'd be disqualified on the second false start. Well, under the new rule, there's only one false start allowed to the entire field of runners. So after that, the next person, you're out.
So this runner says...
He says, well, he didn't move, first of all, but I would imagine that it's also a protest of this new rule. And you know why they did this?
Why?
To avoid delays during TV coverage. That's why they changed the whole rule.
Oh, well, there you go. It's all about TV.
Good reason, huh?
And then this is also in the USA Today, the Life section today, the bottom of the fold, and you can see it's about this controversy with Al Franken, his new book coming out, Lies and the Lying Liars Who Tell Them, a fair and balanced look at the right. And it's that fair and balanced part of the title that got Al Franken in trouble with Fox News. Fox News took him to court saying you can't use that, fair and balanced in your title. And obviously they were upset with some of the things that he was saying in the book. Well, the judge threw that out. And originally the book wasn't supposed to come out until another month. But obviously the publisher knows there's been so much publicity. Let's get this book as soon as we possibly
get people
can.
buying it.
So.
That is all the news for this half hour.
If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you, and we thank those of you watching us on Orbit TV overseas. Email us at wnn@abcnews.com. More coming up on ABC.
All these CDs have to go, so we're giving them away. That's right, we've got so many CDs in our warehouse, we're running out of room.